Any update on Sahvir? Did he practice yesterday?
He did practice yesterday.
Guys, do you think that means he's going to play tomorrow?
My guess is, unless something happens today in practice, that he'll be available tomorrow.
John Wong?
Sean, I watched that video that you made imploring everybody to wear KN95 masks. And I thought you did a good job, but you look around Rupp Arena and you see less than half the people wearing masks of any kind. Why did you feel compelled to kind of weigh in on a topic that you knew would be controversial and maybe even a little bit divisive?
I don't know divisive, but I knew it would make people mad at me. But yeah, I've had a lot of people mad at me and for a long time, and so I'm fine with that. But here's what happened. I called Dr. Capilouto, and I said, talk to me about what's happening on this campus and what do you think, what other measures we can take to mitigate. He said, this thing you really don't know, but I would guess the next 2 to 3 weeks, it's going to be hot. And then our hope is it goes down. And so I said, well, you know, we're boosted, we're vaccinated, we're mitigating. I said, what else? He said, KN95 mask would be the best. And if you can convince them to wear it, I think that will do what it can to help. Now, that's why I said it. We all, staff and players, have the KN95s. Ellen ordered online, and you're right. You go into Rupp. I'm not going to mandate masks. I'm saying let's do this collectively for our state. Now, 91% of the faculty and staff and students are vaccinated on this campus, which means if they get it, they're not going to get a major issue. But you still don't want them to get it because there's so much we don't know about this thing. But it's blowing through our state right now. It is. And wearing a mask, being vaccinated, having a booster helps. And it helps protect everybody. Now, that may make you mad. It ain't political. No one really knows. I've never talked about where I am politically. Everybody thinks they know, but they don't know. This isn't political. This is more, let's stay safe. Somebody told me they got mad because I said 2 weeks. I only said that because everybody's saying it's going to be hot. How about this? Maybe it's 3 weeks. Maybe it's 1 week, and we see a decline, and we're able to move back. But that was my reasoning, and I knew it would make some people mad, but I think it was the right thing to say. Not trying to aggravate anybody. I'm not trying to play politics. Just trying to keep people safe.
You think people will listen to you?
Well, we beat Vandy, so they'll probably listen more.
Tucker, go ahead.
Now, what do you, with Sahvir likely coming back, what do you think was the biggest benefit to Ty of this time where he talked about maybe growing more comfortable and hearing from teammates, hey, you have a voice too, you can step up. He's playing with so many veterans. What do you think was the biggest benefit of this week or so that he had to be kind of in charge?
Made him more aggressive. Can't be afraid to make errors. You're not being taken out for missed shots. If you don't work, if you don't sprint, if you don't attempt to rebound, if you get absolutely bullied, you're coming out. Not because you make an aggressive play and the ball doesn't go in. You'll come out for not shooting balls more than you will for missing shots. You want to talk, Ty, what about Davion? Davion is played out of his mind. And there's one guy late in the game that I would say I'm really comfortable with shooting the ball, and it would be him. But he's fighting. He fights the post. You know, he'll make a couple plays a half where he can't help himself. He'll just come down, go baseline, and look away, throw one through 4 guys late. 1 or 2 a half, I just got to accept. But the rest of the time, he's doing all the right stuff. Engaged in the practice plan, engaged in the scouting report. Now you have he and Ty elevated. Hopefully it helps our team.
John Clay, you got next.
My friend Rick Barnes has had some pretty good success over the last 2 or 3 years here. Has there been a thread to those games?
John, you kind of had an echo. So I think you said Rick has had some success here, and he has. His teams are physical. They're well coached. Their shot selection, their ability to rebound. When you see it's a cross-body blockout. I mean, they're coming at bodies, and that's been his game. If you're not ready to physically play, you'll stand out in this game. Everybody in the gym will say, "Get him out. Can't play in this game. It's too physical." But he's got good players. He always has had good players. Like I told him, he's done yeoman's work, and now you guys know I hate playing friends, but it's the next game, so let's play it.
Aaron Tipton, back to you and John Hale.
Yeah, to follow up on that, Tennessee's won the last 2 here. Teams don't win 3 in a row in Kentucky very often. What do you think of that as maybe a motivating factor for your guys to prevent that kind of history?
If I had a veteran team that had been through 2 of those, I would say, yeah. If I ask this team, how many games has Tennessee won in a row in our building, they'll say, I have no idea. So it's kind of a different deal. It's like this game's a rivalry. Well, they haven't been here. And most of the games that are rivalries are more a rivalry on the other side than with us. Just how it is. This game, I think they understand. These are 2 good teams. Last year, I think we've had some success up there, maybe. I wouldn't know. But he's a good coach. It's going to be a war. It will not be won in the first 5 minutes unless they're on absolute fire. It'll be a 40-minute who has it last kind of game. Now, let me say this to our fans. Get there early so we don't have all the complaints, and we'll make sure Shaedon is on the court working out, and you could say, I saw Shaedon. And it'll be like, what is that book? Where's Waldo? You could say, where's Shaedon? I saw him. He was on the court. I was down there watching him warm up.
One other thing, you said this game is going to be not a first-round knockout. Where do you think you guys are in terms of late-game execution and keeping poised and so on?
Well, we've really been working on it, so it showed that last game, the work we put in. I think it was 16-0 in 4 minutes. So the job I've done to teach them the last 4 minutes has been really good. Whatever I was doing, I better try something different. But that's why you need to be in good games, physical games, games that you got to finish off at the end, games on the road where you got to finish off at the end. These are all experiences for us. Just like I don't want players to do this game to game. You want to know, are we getting better as a team? Are we finishing better? Yeah, you want to win every game you play, but you can't put the weight of the world on one game because it's a long season. You're seeing a lot of people now getting beat. You're seeing scores that shouldn't be close that are really close because we're in the middle of conference play. Conference play is way different.
John Hale, back to Kyle.
I think you all only have maybe 3 or 4 games left in order against top 50 teams. Do you think your guys are ready for this kind of gauntlet that's coming up?
That's a great thing about playing the games. We're going to find out. I'm worried about one game, Saturday at 1. How do we play in this game? That's the only thing I'm focused on. I don't even know who the next game is. I know it's hard because everybody's told me your next 4 games are a gauntlet, but I'll figure out after 3 o'clock who's the next game.
Kyle Tucker.
How you kind of made the joke about Shaedon working out. Andy, he was obviously there with you. He looked like he went through pretty much the whole pre-game routine, even the stretching. Is some of that getting him acclimated? And also, I guess he counts against, if you get down to some situation, the seven healthy scholarship players, I guess he counts against that for you all in a pinch like that. He would.
I don't know. I mean, if he's not ready to play, I would not put him out there. I mean, I would say, come on, this kid just came here. How do you make us, that you can't do that to the kid unless he's ready. If he's ready, I say, let's go. But he practiced yesterday. He's going to practice today. We're doing stuff with him. Pace of game, like a normal freshman, the speed, the intensity, the spirit of it, talking more. He's way behind in those areas. But his skill set and what he does and is comfortable when you put him in different situations, he's good there. But it's the most important stuff, the speed of the game, the aggressiveness of the game, how hard you have to play and talk. You can't take possessions off. You just can't. And so he's learning all that, and we'll learn it on the run.